Hi Juan, welcome to BizTalk. That's my great pleasure having you today. How are you?
Really good. How are you, Max?
Oh, good. Thank you for coming.
Thank
So,
you for having me.
thank you. Let's start talking about Qimsa.
Sure. Uh, Qimsa is a company that which long-term goal is that everyone experiences what a wise man say long time ago. L- Let food be your medicine and medicine be your food. When I was a child, I had some serious health issues. That is why I'm not able to eat food produced with artificial ingredients. I thought malnutrition was a personal issue, but malnutrition costs our global GDP around $3.5 trillion, and 2 billion people suffer from malnutrition. In order to be part of the solution to malnutrition, Kimsa aims to become a global brand in the tasty plant-based protein healthy snacks space. Our addressable market is the global health snack bar market, which has an important trend in the US as a leader of this industry. Uh, the trend in the nutritious space went from in the went from 40% of market share in that to 90% of market share in the US, uh, as you can see in this picture. Our product is the Qimsa bar. Qimsa is full of quinoa. Why quinoa? Because quinoa is has a high quality protein, which is as good as meat and egg protein. We have developed and produced three healthy snacks made of quinoa. We have produced and sold around 1 million units of our products and successfully test our product with US customers and Latin American customers. And they always say that is a very tasty and nutritious. We plan to sell our Qimsa bar in 2.40 US dollars per unit, and our direct cost is 30 cents per Qimsa bar. And we plan to have the first year a revenue of around $600,000. In order to achieve that, we have to sell 570,000 Qimsa bars. We plan to start selling online, and in the meantime, we will develop the retail sales channel, which, as you know, takes more time to develop. Our competition is formed by companies like Kind Bar, Cliff Bar, Quest RX Bar, but our product is different from theirs because we have a high quality protein snack bar, is a tasty protein bar, and it has no artificial ingredients, as you can see. Our team is an experienced team in the food sector. We have developed the processes and the products that we have done. And in this current round, we are looking for $700,000 in order to achieve proven sales online and have a revenue in the fifth year of around $80 million. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So we can take away the deck. We can have a nice talk about your business. So let's start. Let me ask you. I love protein bars, and I've been using a lot in my life because I do love sport. Now, how do you differentiate yourself from the others? There are quite a few competitors out there. How do you make yourself standing out?
Well, the first thing is that we plan to be a lifestyle brand, and we have seen with people that taste our product is that they have different experiences, and they always say that is a very tasty product, which is very difficult to achieve with this kind of protein products, food products. And for instance, not everybody, but usually people that eat quinoa as a raw quinoa, they say it's not too tasty, the raw quinoa. So it's the same thing with protein products that has soy and other kind of raw material. Is almost the same. So when people taste our product, they always say it's very tasty. It's one of the things that they say. And also I have a lot of stories from people who have eaten our product, our Qimsa bar. And one of them is very interesting, which always say, once I have a friend of mine that tastes the product, and after around 2 weeks that we met and made the taste process, he took me aside and he told me, you know, Juan, I have to tell you something about your product, about your quinoa bar. And first I had a reaction that hoping that it was no bad news, because you never know. But he told me, you know what, Juan? Last night I woke up wanted to eat in your product again after 2 or 3 weeks. So it was like I was very surprised because nobody had told me that before, and I started realizing every time that I was eating my product that why he experienced that it is because of the high quality protein that our product has. And as explanation also is that because quinoa protein is almost the same as meat and egg protein, it contains almost the same amino acids.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, okay, and explain myself, okay, when I eat meat, I remember that meat that I ate 3 weeks ago and I want to eat again. So I explain myself, that is why he experiences that desire to eat my product again, because it's the same high quality protein as meat. And that is very, very different from other products that I've heard.
Hey, what about you? Where are you based now? Where your company is based now?
As I told you, I'm in Ecuador right now, South America.
And so you are the production is made, I suppose, there or somewhere around?
No, our production stops some time ago, and now we are looking for start again the production of these bars, and also we, because of the differentiation of the product and the high quality and taste, we have talked with some other people and interested in selling the product and support our company. That is why we plan to start selling our product in some developed countries, and we have talked with the people in the UK and in the States, and even we have some offer that is official, but we have to start the process with the UK government that is interested to produce our product in the UK, or that we start selling our product in the UK. because, as you know, because of the pandemic and the global issues, health issues that we have, more people and now governments start thinking that the more people has to start eating healthier. That's why I thought that's why I guess we have this offer from the UK government, and because I was living in London 1.5 years ago, I came back.
So today the production is stopped, is hold,
yes,
hold on, and so you are not selling right now.
No.
Now, after we go back to the selling process, but talking about more marketing than selling, what's your target? What are you targeting? Because high protein, maybe I can think about, sport people likes, eating not only healthy, but with high protein inside, okay? On the other hand, maybe snack bar like yours can be also for people on diet. So what exactly your target? What targeting?
We are targeting people, families who want to eat healthier and who want to have this chance to eat plant-based protein products. And why is that? Because, as you know, the trend in the food production globally is that we have to cut meat and egg. That's why companies are developing and producing meat artificially. They say it tastes really like meat, but it's artificial. It's an artificial ingredient food. So our product is plant-based. It has no artificial ingredients. The process is not too intrusive. It's very open, and so we strongly believe that our market is people who want to eat healthy and plant-based and with no artificial ingredients. So that means we have the chance to have sport like market people, and also people who are in diet, because quinoa it helps you a lot with your metabolism because of the amino acids that it has, and I think that is our goal in our target market. Yeah.
What's your leverage on vegans, communities, vegetarians?
Well, they are going to love our product because there's no product like ours in the market. It's very tasty and it's plant-based, and you can feel that you eat quinoa, almost raw quinoa, when you eat our product.
You have been selling for a while, for what is my understanding, before stopping production. What's the traction? What about the market validation? What the market has been telling to you?
We started our developing our product because the World Food Program wanted a product very nutritious for kids from 6 to 12 years old. Our product meets around 94% of the nutritional requirements from children to 6 to 12 years old. So we took that product and made it more tasty. We developed that product. Based on that product, we made it more tastier, and we took it to the market. And as I told you, people love the product. It's very tasty, and the healthy trend wasn't there yet as we have right now, because as you could see in that picture, the healthy trend started around 2013 to 20. The data I have is to 2017. So the trend was starting, but you could say saw that 40% of people was eating healthier, eating, buying snack bars that make you healthy. In those times was Clee bar, some kind bars, but no quinoa bars. And now the market share that healthy snack bars has in the US is around 90%. Almost everybody eats healthy snack bars. I don't like to talk about competition and other competitors' products, but their products are based on nuts, which are not bad, and also peanuts, but it's different. It's different raw material. Our quinoa has, as I said, high quality protein, which is completely different from other products. Also, their raw material usually is soy, which has high quality protein, high quantity. Soy has high quantity protein, but not high quality protein, which is completely different. And when you taste the products, are completely different also.
I understand. I mean, when I buy, I used to buy a lot. I'm buying less now. And because I'm not traveling, I buy snacks bar when I travel a lot. Now, when I buy, what I mostly read is calories, fat, sugar, and protein. Okay. That's what I'm going to read, and that's it. If it's okay with me, I buy. If it's not, I don't. So what about in terms of protein? We've been talking in terms of calories and fat and sugar. How does it work in your protein?
Well, we don't use fat. We just in the process in order to have a good a product that you can see and a product that you can eat, but nothing else. And also about sugar, we don't use processed sugar. We use sometimes we use the first take processed sugar that you have in the process. When you process sugar, you have brown sugar. We have used brown sugar, but most of the time we have used sugar, which is called in Spanish is panela, but is more raw sugar than the brown and the white sugar. And also we have done some tests with cocoa sugar. You know about them?
Yeah.
So as if you know cocoa sugar, we can have the index that measures sugar. Cocoa sugar is very low, so you have the same taste, maybe more sweet, but with like almost half of the index in the sugar index measure.
What about the sales process? Because you've been talking selling online at the beginning and brick and mortars after. What's going to be the process? So we start for sure online. So when you start online, you have a different target. And when you go to the venue on the ground, of course, you need to be local, right? So how does it work? What's your how are you going to manage it in the next 5 years?
Well, we plan to start selling online because online sales around the globe went up with the pandemic, went up almost 90%. So even in Ecuador now, a lot of people buy online, and so we plan to start selling online because it's much easier than before, and we can target our market, our target market easier than with the more retail channels, and we plan to start selling there because most of the why is because online sales went high rocketing up, and because of the we can target easier our target market, our buyer persona. And therefore, how is it? You ask. I say why. Now, how is it? We already had before our website. So now we developed our website. We will start selling from there, and we as I said, have a marketing online sales processes that will help us to get the right target market, and we will using distributors that will get us from our warehouse, because we will produce our products from the production side. We will take us to our small warehouse first, and then we use distribution companies that will take our products to our buyer.
What about you are raising 700K?
Yes.
And how are you going to use these funds?
First of all, in order we will develop our online sales, as I said, and we plan to produce our first batches with manufacturers that already has the operations working. So why we can raise just 700,000? Because, as you know, in order to have all the machinery to produce cereal bars, in this case quinoa bars, you have to spend a lot of money. One machinery costs around $2.5 million. A good brand, no? So in order to start, we will plan to start producing our product with manufacturers, and then we have to spend some money there, and other part of the money we will spend in the marketing and sales online channel. And in the meantime, which take more time and takes more money, the brick and mortar, as you mentioned, developing the brick and mortar.
Yeah. Are you going to take the production local?
In case we can find a good retailer, yes. But as I mentioned, we already have talked with some manufacturers in Europe and Canada, and so because of the offer that we have from the UK government, I think in order to make sure that we have secure the manufacturers, we have closer. We will be able to be closer to them, and it's always better to be closer to the manufacturer in order to see and check that we will get the good products out as an outcome. And it also because we have a very we are in very difficult times around the globe. So in developed countries like the UK has more people has more money to spend in their health than in these countries. For instance, the main public, the main sectors in these countries like Ecuador, I am here. They don't spend much money in health products. They just spend money in basic products because they don't. We have a very difficult times in around the globe, but developed countries has more cash to spend. So that is why I think we should start selling online in the UK as a developed country, for instance.
You have the good side, which is more money to be spent. On the other side, you have much more competition here. In UK, in US, in Europe as a whole.
No, you don't see, you can see here in the retailers has a lot of competition. We have a lot of competition, and to tell you the truth, the competition there's everywhere, but we are pretty confident because we have a different product, and that's why we can, if we are able to produce a really good product as we can do it, I think we have a really interesting chance to make a dent in the market. Yeah.
What about your IP, which is your receipt, belongs to you?
Not yet. We have some, like, the process in Ecuador is different from other countries, as you know. Every country is different. We have official papers from this government for our product. Official papers that says it says the process, it says the raw material that we use, it says that we know how to produce it in the right way. So, but the IP, not yet. We don't have it yet.
I mean, when I talk IP, I'm talking about you are the one who wrote down all the ingredients of your recipe.
Yeah, we know. My partner and I knows how to do it. Yeah.
This is what will make you different from the others.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's true. But also I'm also in the technology right now. I'm developing another product in the tech sector. That's why I'm thinking about IP and the process, the patent and everything. Yeah.
I mean, more broadly talking about the IP, we like to talk about the IP, but in this case, your IP is your receipt.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's close with why investors should invest in yourself, your company, and how one day they can exit from this investment.
Okay. Why? Because we have our main focus is bringing health into our food, and I think investors who cares about health issues around the globe should think about us, because we have our main focus is that we won't change directions. For instance, our second product will be also health and very powerful and not just another cereal granola, for instance. Our products will be, and we have a lot of products in our pipeline. So every investor that will be able and will like to be part of our journey, will be experience a very high satisfaction results, because we are pretty confident for our products and the quality of our products, and also we are pretty confident that we are going to run the trend, to run the wave, because everybody is eating healthier. Everybody is looking what you told me just now. What this snack bar has: protein, sugar, and we are pretty different from in those raw materials. So I think we have a pretty good chance. And just a small story. There's some companies that have tried to do what we want to do it, but not with our product. For instance, one company developed in the US bars made of egg, some part of the egg, and they started selling just online. And in 4 years, they sold their company just selling online in $600 million. Is a public news. So that you can have that kind of exits if you invest in us.
I do hope you can have this kind of success. Juan, thank you so much for coming to BizTalk. It's been a very great pleasure for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Max.
All the best.
Thank you so much for your time.